Just gonna flow from the heart here and continue sharing my journey as it goes. I've got Sydney on me at the moment, so he's hearing everything I have to say. I've been carrying him around a lot more recently. Before, I used to always be trying to, when he's sleeping, put him down so I can do stuff. But then I actually realized that he's just a baby. He's 6 months old, and I've just noticed intuitively kind of, and through evidence of like what actually happens with me and Sydney, is when he's on me, he sleeps much longer. Before, I would like go for a walk to get him to sleep, then I would come home and then I would put him on the floor and he would wake up within 5 or 10 minutes crying. But these days I go for a walk and I leave him on me while he sleeps the whole time. And one thing it's good, it makes me actually slow down and not try to do too much stuff. Sometimes I just sit there in my chair and breathe. Sometimes I read. Sometimes I just stand in the garden like I'm doing now. And I just had the inspiration to just share some deep stuff, some real stuff. I don't try to hide nothing. Always want to share the real stuff with no motive. Yeah, and I noticed this because he feels safe when he's on me. And so this kind of what I wanted to continue on from my last video, where I talked about how my mind was just running against me, and it was making it difficult for me just to relax and feel safe. Like I was always, how do I put it this way? Always feeling like there was something that I need to do or something that I need to plan more, and that the decision I made was never the right decision. It would start and I could feel the sensations in my body. Like I'd be waking up, and instead of like waking up easily and slowly, I was like tight in the chest and hot and short of breath, like breathing into the chest. And I would have to do a lot of practices to calm down and bring myself back in. But it was like my baseline state was this stressed, anxious, and stressed and anxious, and very on the surface level in the mind, like a lot of ripples. And I have this feeling that it shouldn't be that way. Like the baseline should be like easeful, graceful, like beautiful and gentle and present, not worrying about like little things and allowing like something so little just to fester and ruminate in the mind and then take over. Like the smallest decision, like should I go here, should I go there, should I eat this? Like I spoke ages ago about my eating disorder, where I was so scared of food. Like I would spend so much energy thinking, what should I eat? Am I eating the wrong thing? And then I would end up binge eating, and then the next day I'd have to work out for hours just to feel good about myself. And I was taking all these supplements, and then just the thought of going to a restaurant leading up to it, I'd be like, shit, I can't go to the restaurant. What if they have this? And then so I would isolate myself from the connections. And these are all kind of like modern day problems created by the mind, because we're safe. We're safe here in Australia especially. Like I'm blessed. No one's going to come and attack me. But my mind wants to do that to myself. So it's like an internal battle. Like in the past, maybe it was external, like some tribe or like some animal come in so it can get you. But there's none of that now. It's in the mind, and the mind is creating mountains out of molehills, like things that don't actually matter. It's making it feels like it's a life and death situation, and it feels like I need to make the right decision, when it's, dude, you're just going to a restaurant and choosing what you want to order from the menu. Like it doesn't matter if you order the pasta or the pizza, or if you're vegetarian or eating meat. Like who cares? Like at least you have food. But we're fixating on like little things, and little things are just there. And I talked about like the connection with this in allergies, how like I feel like my body like overreacts to little things in the environment, and this is because also my mind is like that. So the body is like a reflection of the mind. And I want to do like more soul, more work like in the spirit and the soul, and actually like the undercurrent below this. Like I need to find inner peace and some kind of connection with the divine, like actually dip into the source again. Because trying to fix it on the physical level through breathing, shaking, food, controlling, it's great, like it might help a bit, but it's not getting down like and feeling it and being, just being, you know. But I did want to share like a few things that's come through. So yesterday I went for a swim at Henley Beach. Changed my arm. Went for a swim at Henley Beach, and then I'm gonna deal with myself. I was like, all right, Toby, for the next month, you're not gonna entertain any negative thoughts against anyone, against yourself, any thought that is like outrightly negative, or any thought that is you can feel. Like, you know, sometimes when you think about something and you can feel your energy and vibration like drop because it's a negative thought, and then out of fear or anger or whatever that stuff, I'm not going to entertain any of that stuff. I'm not going to complain anymore. I'm not going to like say, oh, my life is this, I wish it was like this. Like, I'm not going to let those words leave my mouth. And in my mind, I'm not try my best not to think about it. I want to focus on like, what do I want to create and bring into my reality right now, and start walking around and living as if like I already have it. Like, even if I have to stay indoors in the house all day when the sun's out, and then in my mind I'm thinking, oh, I could be at the beach, I could be at the waterfall, I should be in the sun. Even if I have to stay indoors all day, I could be like, you know what? I'm gonna make this the best time ever because I'm with my son, I'm with Ina, I've got food, I've got a nice home, I'm safe. But it's easy to focus on, oh, what do I need to make my life better? Because this is how the system and the world's set up. We're like chasing something, chasing the dragon. Yeah. And then, we're always chasing something that's outside us. And of course, if we think that we need something else to make us better, then we're depriving ourselves from the moment right now. But of course, like obviously I want to optimize the life and get outdoors, get my feet on the earth. And something else I started doing, I was like, just today, a few days ago, I started training again. But this time I'm not being stupid and going to failure and doing 2-hour massive workouts. I just started small, just like 15-20 minutes, some stuff with the X3 bar, like pushing myself a bit, but not too much, not doing it out of ego, just doing it to feel good, to release the energy and get the flow going. And like before, I used to just want to look good so people would think I'm cool, and I would feel more worthy about myself because people would look at me and be like, oh yeah, he looks good, he must know what he's doing, he must be doing well at life, I want to talk to him. But then it attracts the wrong people are only with you because you look good, and they want to look good with you, or they want to get something from you. But now, like, I want to train so I can be fit for this guy, be a role model, and so I can feel good, like, because I felt good when I looked good, and I was strong. Like at the peak of it, I did feel really good, and I want to do this, for me, for the right reasons, and then it's going to ripple outwards. And of course, I want to be an inspiration. Like, I want people like my son to look up to me and be an inspiration to people, that even though I've had my challenges and had a lot of like mental health issues and things, that I'm going to overcome it. And I'm not going to make it like a taboo thing where people like can't talk about this kind of stuff, because I think everyone has these kind of like circulating and anxious and ruminating thoughts to some extent. Maybe some people more, some people less, based on like your, I guess, like hormones and methylation and all this kind of stuff that I don't know much about. But there was heaps more that I want to say, but I'm going to try to keep it pretty short. And it started real small. So every morning when I wake up, I've just said I'm going to do 5 minutes. I'm not going to try to go for like an hour of Vipassana meditation technique or anything. 5 minutes, just wake up, I sit on my yoga mat, set my alarm for 5 minutes, and just sit there and focus on my breathing, making it as slow and gentle as possible. And then maybe I can build up if I want to, but I feel like that's been helping a bit. But I'm saying, like, just then I caught myself today still still getting really caught up in here, but just finding naturally some more techniques. And this is the last part that I want to share. Like, I went to see a doctor a few days ago to tell him my problem. I said exactly what I said to you guys in the last video and this video, that my mind is like putting me in this stressed, like fight or flight response, and little things are becoming big things. I told him all this stuff. I told him that I've been self-medicating, and I've taken this, I've taken this, I've taken this, I've taken, you name it, I've taken everything. And they work for a bit, but then they make you feel, I don't know, that you need it outside of yourself. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not trying to give anyone any advice. I'm not saying it's bad to take things, because, and it's fun sometimes, and they're here for a reason. Like, it's good. I'm not judging nobody. But when it becomes like, when you need it, like I love to dance, but for some reason nowadays, unless I take something, my mind is like telling me, unless you take this to loosen your body and to be chill and to get yourself out of your head, you can't dance and have fun. When it becomes like that and you're relying on something outside of yourself in order to be able to do it, and that's when there's a bit of a problem, I think. Anyway, I spoke to the doctor and I said, oh, look, I need some help. I want to see a psychologist. So he's written me up. I get 6 visits to a psychologist. I think like Medicare covers some of it, but the gap I gotta pay unless they want to bulk bill me. So if you're watching this video and you know a good psychologist in Adelaide, like a really good one, you know, like not like one of those, I don't know, just a good, like heart-centered kind of psychologist that can help me out, please connect me. Would really love that, because I want to make these 6 visits count, and I can get 10 if they think I need it. And then he also recommended me to go on SSRIs, which in my moment of lowness, I was actually considering it. I was actually considering to go on the SSRIs, because a lot of people have actually messaged me and told me to give it a shot. Not just the doctor. People said like it really, really helps, and it's like night and day. But I don't know, I'm going to sit with it more, because it kind of feels against my morals. But I feel like if things did get real bad, then I probably would take it for a bit, because it's better than going into this dark hole and just seeing life real bad. But fortunately, it's not that bad yet, and I reckon I'm getting in there, like, I'm getting in there early. Yeah, I don't know much about SSRIs, and I haven't researched into it, but I've seen people that have on it and gotten off it, and it just feels like it's messing with too much chemicals in the body. And you know me, I'd rather do things naturally, even though I have been taking a lot of unnatural stuff too. So I want to, ultimately, I'm going to get to the root of this, whatever it is. If it's like some kind of trauma that I've been hanging on to that's been blocking my emotions from flowing, and that's been causing me these like illnesses and diseases because of the emotions I'm flowing, and because I do feel that there could be something there that I don't know, but because I haven't cried for like 6 years or something, or 7 years. Like it's hard to feel sometimes those deep emotions of sadness. Like I feel like I'm like only 1%, and there's like much more to go with life and everything. Like, but I'm willing to do the work and be here and hold myself, and I want to document this whole journey. And I'm not going to pretend to be like way up here and better than everyone. Like I'm just here, and yeah, sharing it as it is. But for now, I'm not going to take any SSRIs. Tomorrow's a full moon, so this is a good day, and I just decided I'm going to go down and just take some time for myself, and connect with nature. Maybe have some shroomies. Just kidding. And we'll see what happens. Do a bit of a ceremony, and meditate and swim in the ocean, get in the sun. It's 40 degrees tomorrow, so super keen. And just create like a space where there's no one around me. I need to be alone for a bit, because I haven't as much time, and I want to be the best father that I can be, but I feel like I can't be unless I work on myself. I need, like, sometimes you gotta be a little bit selfish and work on yourself. No, it's not even being selfish, it's just taking the time I need, just one day, and then connected back with myself, and I can come back and I can actually be here, instead of, what's the point of me being with him and being here all day if I'm thinking and causing myself anguish and causing everyone else around me anguish, We got to cultivate the peace inside here and inside here, and then we're going to be a pleasure to be around. But why would anyone want me around if I'm spreading negativity and if I'm giving off like an unsettled vibration? I gotta harmonize this entire being, which that's my intention for tomorrow. It's gonna be a grand ceremony. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I just want to share and like update. And you know, I really appreciate everyone that commented and sent me messages and like offered like help and words of advice and everything. And I'm getting around to like replying slowly and reading it all, but it was actually quite a lot, and I'm like really touched by it. It actually, yeah. But I'm not on my phone so much, and I don't have so much time these days to, yeah, do these long replies. But I'm gonna read it all and receive it all in the right time. Like I don't want to be rushing through reading it, rushing through replies, and just getting through it, because I know you took time to listen and post and comment, and yeah, I want to do it justice. Yeah. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace and love.